Happy Monday, everyone. We're going to start off this week's Necro news a little differently because we need to break up the monotony.
Yep, so pay attention, boomers, because we're only going to ask this once. This is the Donk Defender from Hollow Knight. He's adorable and I love him, but he has an actual name. Do you know what it is? Is it A. Drya, B. Hijimol, C. Isma, D. Ogrim, or E. Zamir? Answer in the comments.
We know we usually start a Necro news episode off with a small story, but like I said, we wanted to change up the formula, especially since Spectre works so hard on trivia every week. So let us know in the comments if you want to see this become a regular thing.
With that out of the way, welcome to Necro News, the show where we cover the hottest gaming news from the last week. This week we'll be covering the surprise Half-Life 2 update, Ubisoft getting sued, the modders being stupid, and a lot more.
So subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on the news that everyone else seems to forget about.
You want to know what you shouldn't do, guys? You shouldn't challenge a company that likes to sue people for fun, like Nintendo.
Which is exactly what streamer Jesse Kane did. He would stream under the name Every Game Guru and broadcast himself using emulators. And when his stream would get DMCA'd, he'd make another account on another website.
He was so cocky about it, in fact, that he bragged that he can do it all day. Spoiler, he did not. In fact, he got sued. That was after being warned at least 50 times by Nintendo.
Now, I'm the world's biggest Nintendo hater, at least since Iwata died. RIP. But this time Nintendo is in the right. Central Leaks posted the court documents online, and a lot of people were pointing out that it looked like he was being sued because he used an emulator. But that's probably, honestly, not what Nintendo is suing for.
You see, Jesse is just fucking dumb. He wouldn't just stream himself emulating games. His main draw was that he would stream unreleased games weeks before they were supposed to come out, which included games like Mario and Luigi Brothership, which he streamed an entire month before it was supposed to release. So yeah, after being warned about 50 times, he still didn't get it, and now he's being sued for $75 million.
There's no real clue if this will actually settle out of court. It probably will, but if you're gonna emulate games, don't make it a fucking point to poke the bear.
TLDR, he fucked around and found out. Friday saw an update to the 20-year-old game Half-Life 2, and it wasn't just a little update that fixed the color of some pants. They added tons of content to the game, and to name just a few, they made Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and 2 playable from the main menu. They also added Half-Life 2 Lost Coast to the extra menus. They added 3.5 hours of developer commentary from the Half-Life 2 team, and added Steam Workshop integration for easier modding.
They also fixed up the graphics, added quality of life improvements, updated the multiplayer deathmatch mode and maps, reprinted and expanded the Raising the Bar book about Half-Life 2, and they even made a documentary. Praise be to Gaben.
Praise be. The documentary is important because it reveals footage never seen before of Half-Life 2 Episode 3 in an ice gun. Why is the ice gun important?
Because there's never been an ice gun in Half-Life 2, Ellie.
Okay. Anyway, that doesn't mean Episode 3 is dropping anytime soon or, ever. But it is cool that Valve did this for their game instead of trying to just, remake the game for another $70 or something.
Wow! Nice segue.
Speaking of remasters, Blizzard did something sort of cool for once and made the surprise announcement of a Warcraft Battlechest, which includes remasters of Warcraft 1, 2, and 3.
But this isn't the garbage version of Warcraft 3 Reforged that everyone is familiar with. Instead, Blizzard supposedly made a remaster of the game in the form of a 2.0 patch, which is supposed to fix and include content missing from the release.
Good news is the Battle Chest with all 3 games is only $40. The bad news is that you can only get it from battle.net. But with this and the release of Overwatch Classic, which I kind of might play because I liked Bastion a lot, it does make me wonder if Blizzard is trying to do better.
Probably not, but that huge res is calling my name.
Heroes never die.
GOG, the popular and really only alternative to Steam, Epic doesn't count, celebrated its 16th anniversary by announcing the GOG Preservation Program. The program aims to make games live forever, DRM-free, and available at any time.
They stated they've begun with a re-release of 100 classic games with updated, improved, or quality-tested builds. Some of the games included are newer than you'd expect, such as Fallout New Vegas, Alpha Protocol, and Mad Max.
Booster. Mad Max released in 2015. That's almost 10 years. And Fallout New Vegas came out in 2010 Booster. They're very old games. Booster, we're old.
Oh.
Anyway, GOG's official Twitter has stated that any games that are part of the preservation program will be marked with a stamp and it'll be yours forever. I mean, technically any game you buy from GOG is yours forever, but yeah, there you go.
Ubisoft is still feeling the ramifications of taking the crew offline. 2 Californian players are filing a class action lawsuit against Ubisoft, claiming that Ubisoft scammed their consumers by telling them that they were buying a game when in fact all they were doing was renting a limited license to access a game.
They're also attacking the game's packaging by claiming that the game case falsely represented that the crew itself was encoded onto the physical discs, when actually the physical discs and downloaded files consumer paid for were more like a key they could use to open the gates of this remote server.
This lawsuit may actually go somewhere because if you recall from this episode, California passed a law that states that digital goods need to be very specific in their wording when being purchased or rented or whatever.
This next story is about a modder, which given our past stories about modders, you may guess where this is going. A cool mod was made for Project Zomboid, and then the creator did something so remarkably stupid that it topped even the head padding controversy that Star Sector had.
Try Honesty, creator of the probably popular mod Cedar Hill, didn't want to work on the mod anymore after spending so long creating it and feeling generally underappreciated after it was released. Usually that's fine, modders just grumble and fuck off from the scene, but this guy delisted the mod from the Steam Workshop.
And while it was petty and stupid of him to do that, usually there wouldn't be any consequences other than the modder fading away into obscurity. In this case, however, Project Zomboid multiplayer servers need to have everyone download the same mods from the workshop in order to play together. So as you can expect, the users of these servers got pissed. Like very pissed, like death threats and all.
Which isn't that surprising really if you look at some of the things these people make in the game. You kinda have to assume some of them are at least a little bit unhinged. But the threats and the insults flew towards the mod dev pretty quickly, and in a surprising response to the overwhelmingly negative reaction, Honesty brought the Cedar Hill mod back online, and people were happy.
Haha, psych. What actually happened was the newly updated and revived mod was purposely modified to corrupt the save of anyone who downloaded the mod's new update, including anyone who was just playing single player, making hundreds of hours of gameplay lost forever.
After corrupting so many players' saves, he delisted the mod again. But while we were recording this, he decided to re-upload it, but properly this time. Why? Because he felt bad about screwing over everyone who genuinely enjoyed it with his decision. He also clarified that there was no malware included in the update, and it was just an empty mod file. I'm not really sure if that means the corrupted files will be repaired with the reintroduction of the mod, but with his decision? Oh, he's so high and mighty. This week's Buried Alive Banger, a segment where we cover a game our community doesn't think has had enough attention, comes to us from community member Yoko Ahava. I think I said that right. It's an upcoming game called Deadzone Rogue.
It's a roguelite FPS game on a spaceship where you basically shoot robot, alien, zombie things. Yeah.
Go shooty. And here are the games coming out this week. There's only 2 I care about. There's only 3 games. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl.
How did I not know you can't say Chernobyl?
I don't. Shut up. Can we keep going?
I'm shocked. Surprised even.
I don't deserve this bullying.
How do you not know how to say Chernobyl?
I-
This is why you just need to watch the HBO show.
No. Yeah, right. Yes, no, I got it. Yes, Chernobyl. Chernobyl. I got it. Thank you.
How do you say it?
Chernobyl. Why is that funny?
And here's our schedule for next week. We're going to be doing a members access only stream where we play Dale and Dawson and more RoboCop. Because fuck the Quiet Place game, seriously.
Imagine having asthma.
And that's it for this week's Necro News. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already so you don't miss out. And if you made it this far into the video, put a leaf into the comments because it's fall, the best season.
As always, a very special thank you to our channel members. We made a members-only community post the other day about an upcoming video that we're working on. It's not even related to gaming, sort of, but it's going to be one hell of a video. But anyway, until next time,
Goodbye.
goodbye.